When I first met Markia, she was 4 years old, but she was still being held and carried a lot. She had a lot of special needs, so she wasn't quite verbal, and she was still crawling a lot.
Markia was removed from her biological parents because they weren't able to meet her medical needs. She had so many intensive medical needs and specialist appointments that they weren't able to keep up with them. So she came into foster care, and at that point the court appointed CLC to be the guardian ad litem.
When she came here, she couldn't do anything. The neglect was evident. She was almost bald in the back from laying on her back all day and all night.
Her supports and services are a lot bigger and wider and more intense than other children might need at school. I work with foster parents or anyone else who makes educational decisions for a child within the foster care system to support that parent or foster parent in making sure that their child is the most successful at school and gets the services that they need. Markia attends Bridget's public charter school, so I worked with Miss Taylor and the school to make sure that Markia's services and supports really reflected where she was at that point and what growth she can make in the next year.
So one of the things that I helped work with the Taylors on is making sure that their home was ready for Markia. So we knew at the time, that she's being carried a lot, but eventually we wanted to work towards making sure she was able to have a walker to help her learn how to walk, wheelchair, whatever she needed. So one of the things that I helped to do was just liaison between the agency, making sure that the Taylors could understand exactly what needed to happen for their home, so that it would be ready and set for Markia as she continued to grow up in their home.
Just going through the process of her adoption, her foster care, to me it's been pretty easy because I did have good people to help me, good people to explain to me what I couldn't do, how I could or couldn't do things. So that's been a blessing.
One of the things that I did was talked to the Taylors about guardianship or adoption. How would they like to play a role in the permanency? And eventually we decided adoption was the way that they wanted to go. And we were very excited and were able to reach out to our pro bono director, and she was be able to connect us to attorneys at WilmerHale.
WilmerHale filed the petition for adoption, helping the Taylors become the adoptive parents for Markia.
Great lawyers have great facts, and if there was ever a slam dunk case, it was for the Taylors.
Markia is a fun little girl. She loves school. She has grown so much. She is walking now. She has just made such huge strides, and it's just amazing to see how much growth she has made.
It's about her and setting her on the proper so she can be a functional human being.
I wish Markia health and happiness as she continues to grow and learn and continues to be her own best advocate.